Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Curry, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. Today, I'm making it from my house, mic, everything. Hopefully, the sound is amazing. Um, I'll try and make more episodes like this in the future. And I'm making this one impromptu before I record day three of our 30 days Get Your Game Back masterclass or program. And really, the reason why I'm making this episode because it's Monday and over the weekend, as you know, I spend more time with my family. I try not to do any work, but I find myself in a situation where we were talking about something and we're planning something with my wife, and then things got very heated. Now, I'm saying this not because I want to dig my wife out or say, but I just wanted to use it as a teaching lesson and exactly what happened. um I think we were both she was frustrated and she wanted to get the frustration out, so she started getting really irate, and she started picking on things that were not that important in terms of the argument. And I tried to keep it to the facts. I got a bit confused, so there was some miscommunication. I couldn't understand what she was saying, so we got really heated. But generally, when people get into this situation where they are arguing and then things get a little bit heated, because you're afraid of losing sex, you sort of back off. I didn't back off. She didn't back off. We argued. I showed my frustration. She showed her frustration. Then we went, she went upstairs to sleep and so on. And then the following morning, things were good because I think she knew that she was just getting out of frustration. And she was actually a little bit nervous about that. Maybe I might be still angry at her. But the advantage was that I don't hold on to things. I don't hold on to it's an argument. I clearly know that she was frustrated. I was frustrated. And sometimes we prolong these arguments, either prolong the argument so you can show her that she's wrong, which again is not good for the relationship because now you're prolonging something that's not worth prolonging. And then the other bit is that you either back off, and she hasn't had that you know, stage to get her frustration out. So she needed the argument in the sense she needed the argument in order to get her frustration out. I needed that argument to get my frustration out. So when we woke up the following morning, because those frustrations were gone, we could resume at a good place that we were at when we began. So really the teaching lesson here is that arguments are good for the relationship. We sometimes try and prevent the argument because you think you're going to miss out on the sex, and maybe it's just a bad situation. And really conflict is healthy within a relationship. If you cannot have conflict, in fact, there's one statement I hear all the time is that we never fight. And if you never fight, that's a problem. So within a relationship, having fights is really important in terms of and again, obviously, some people will go below the belt when they're fighting. They'll say things that are really nasty or really hurtful, and sometimes it happens. But really trying to keep it to the fight and actually understanding the situation that you're just both frustrated. You just want to get some frustration out, and it's really important that you do, and it's really important that your partner sees you that because it builds respect, it builds authenticity, it builds that you're authentic. It's really, really crazy when somebody is something happens that makes them really, really angry and they pretend that it's okay. It pretends like nothing has happened. There's nothing that will make you feel like you're not authentic than somebody who can never show their emotions in that stance. And when I say show emotions, I'm just saying don't get nasty. Keep it to the argument, keep it to the facts, and stand on your point of view. And sometimes your point of view might be ridiculous, you might be wrong. Just stand on it. And I'm not saying be stubborn, but I'm just saying that if you believe that that's the right thing that you need to be saying, say it. And if she gets angry and she walks off or whatever, just let it go. Don't chase. Don't. This is what keeps you valuable and high value. And then it's not even about winning the argument. Then you both win in the relationship because she will respect your boundaries, and that's one way of setting your boundaries as well. So Hopefully that helps somebody. I've got no idea, just that I make this because I think he was quite important in some teaching lessons amongst this. So thank you very much for listening. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Take care.